It is Thursday, March 6th. I hope your week is going well still. I'm continuing to pray for you as you go throughout the rest of your week. Today we're going to be in John chapter 4, so go ahead and start turning there. We've been looking at Hagar's encounters with God and how she calls God El Roi, or the God who sees me. It's the first time we see it in the Bible, but today I want to change pace and I want to go to look at Jesus in the New Testament in John chapter 4. Many of you may be familiar with this passage as Jesus talks to a Samaritan woman at the well. Okay, but specifically I want to show how maybe the woman doesn't call him El Roi specifically, but how Jesus embodies this idea of God seeing you in the New Testament. Okay, and this is in John chapter 4. We're going to start in verse 7. I'd encourage you to read along with me. We're going to read a chunk, so stay with me. Verse 7. A woman of Samaria came to draw water. "Give me a drink," Jesus said to her, because his disciples had gone into town to buy food. "How is it that you, a Jew, ask for a drink from me, a Samaritan woman?" she asked him. For Jews do not associate with Samaritans. Jesus answered, "If you knew the gift of God and who is saying to you, 'Give me a drink,' you would ask him, and he would give you living water." "Sir," said the woman, "you don't even have a bucket, and the well is deep. So where do you get this living water? You aren't greater than our father Jacob, are you? He gave us the well and drank from it himself, as did his sons and livestock." Jesus said, "Everyone who drinks from this water will get thirsty again, but whoever drinks from the water that I will give them will never get thirsty again. In fact, the water I will give him will become a well of water springing up in him for eternal life." "Sir," the woman said to him, "give me this water so that I won't get thirsty and come here to draw water." "Go call your husband," he told her, "and come back here." "I don't have a husband," she answered. "You have said correctly, 'I don't have a husband,'" Jesus said, "for you've had 5 husbands, and the man you have now is not your husband. What you have said is true." "Sir," the woman replied, "I see that you are a prophet. Our ancestors worshipped on this mountain, but you Jews say that the place to worship is in Jerusalem." Jesus told her, "Believe me, woman, an hour is coming when you will worship the Father neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem. You Samaritans worship what you do not know. We worship what we do know because salvation is from the Jews. But an hour is coming and is now here when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. Yes, the Father wants such people to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth." And the woman said to him, "I know that the Messiah is coming, who is called Christ. When he comes, he will explain everything to us." And Jesus told her, "I, the one speaking to you, am he." So Jesus immediately sees past the exterior of this woman and goes straight to the issue of her heart. Okay? And her heart was longing for what most of us, what all of us want: to be loved, to be known, to be seen. Jesus understood the circumstances in her life. He knew them already. He's all-knowing. Jesus showed her that she is known and loved by God. And he does the same for us. Why else would he leave heaven and come to die in our place as a sacrifice for sins? Why else than love? Okay? Being seen by God should give us a sense of value, joy, and purpose. This being seen by God gave her purpose. Now let's jump over to verse 39. Now many Samaritans from that town believed in him because of what the woman said when she testified, "He told me everything I ever did." She immediately goes after this encounter with Jesus and goes back to her people and tells everyone about him. This meeting with Jesus, the God who sees her, gave her such purpose that she went and shared it with everyone. And that's what it should give us. You are valued. You are seen by God specifically, each and every one of you. And I hope that that would give you a sense of value, a sense of joy, a sense of hope, but more that it would give you a sense of purpose to go and do as Jesus commanded us. Matthew 28, "Go, therefore, make disciples of all nations."